Finally, I would like to clean up the wireframe that I just made previously and try to perhaps give you a small example on how to put together the information architecture and how will it relate to the wireframe that we have just drawn in the previous video. So first of all, I wanted to show you this small program. This is called Figma. And this is normally used for developing user interfaces and prototyping visual components for websites and mobile applications. But they also have a very smart feature called FigJam. And this is going to allow us to just sort of doodle and do sticky notes, and I use it for workshops and all this. So I very much recommend it. All right, so if we start with our home page, right? We know we started with a top nav bar here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. So we know we have a top nav bar here, and then we decided that we're going to have. Actually, we kind of know that this is a top nav bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the elements from the top nav bar. So what was it that we had here? We had something which is called features. Then the other one was point system. And then finally, oh, not inside the same thing. Come on. There we go. And then finally, we talked about an about page. Cool. So this is somewhat a more cleaned up version of the wireframe that we have drawn before. Now, moving forward, we know that the first section is going to be the hero section. And already now I'm thinking, okay, well, I should probably go and try to find some, like a nice tagline or something out of my own material that could be helpful, right? And I think this one, the functional Strava of fitness, this is going to work. Why? Because it uses a comparison and it uses an expression that will immediately make my users understand what I am, what the app is already about, right? So we can already start putting in some text here, right? It's going to be Strava functional fitness. And I know that maybe we can color this with orange. Oh, the other way around. Come on. We can just remove this and then make this orange. And then we can make our own convention, for example, knowing that here there's going to be some sort of picture here. So whatever is in orange, there's going to be a picture. Good. Moving forward, the other one was a testimonial. So I know for certain that I don't have a testimonial from Philip at the moment, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see maybe on some of these websites I can actually get like a nice inspiration of a testimonial. Not this. I remember. Let's see. What do they have here? Okay, maybe not the best example. Let's look at them. Okay, so you can see they have these cards here. It's not really the type of testimonials that I would like to have. Let's see, what do they have to say? Not really. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so these are a lot nicer. All right, so we have a picture of the person, and then that we can, let's see, can we copy the text? We can't copy the text. And we can see it's a carousel, right? So if we click to the left or to the right, then we're going to have this text. Anyways, what we can try to do is just draw another testimonial. We don't really have the good information now. I would probably, just to try to keep it balanced out a little bit, if I know that I'm going to have some sort of picture on this side, I'm probably going to put Philip's photo here, which is going to be the person who's giving me the review, is going to be on this side just to balance things out a little bit. And then we know that we're missing some text here. Perfect. Actually, I don't know. Let's put it like this. Cool. This looks a lot better than just some jibbery. Good. Again, this is not the only way to use this app. This is a way, and this is one of the many ways where you can go about doing this part as well. Cool. So at least for this part, and this could be an athlete. Perfect. Yeah. Then moving forward, what else did we see that we're gonna have? Let me just quickly check my notes here. So after the testimonials, this is, we're gonna have the features. Okay, and then for the features, we can just like this, copy and paste this section, and in the very unconvinced way, we said that we're gonna have 4 different cards in here, right? Perfect. Good. And actually, for this part, I already have a bunch of text that I can use. So again, using the analogy of sort of the example of progressive disclosure, I can probably start using some of this text. A text-based workout insertion, boom, this works really well from the beginning. I can probably just probably set it in here. So I know that this is going to be the text for it, right? And then we can draw an arrow so we know exactly that this goes there. Good. All right, so this is going to be feature number 1. Then going on to, let's see, what else do we have here? Workout tracker. I like this title as well here. I'm just going to put it in here. And then this is going to go into the second card. I'm probably going to change this text a bit here, and I'm not going to say athletes can, but let's see. Fitras gives athletes a text-based work organization. This is good. Fitras gives you, right? Because we're trying to be a bit more direct with our customer that is visiting our website, and then you can. You can log VOD results track your PRs and share performance data with your community. And I think that's it for now. Good. And I think this text looks good. So this is going to go there. All right, so far so good. And finally, we're going to have a point system. And this is going to be a bit of a challenge, to be perfectly honest. Custom warm-up virtual whiteboards. Yeah, so actually I forgot about this, about the warm-up and stretching routines and then the point system. So now the question is, do I want to show more or do I want to show less? And the LLM enabled workout generator. Yeah, so this is one of the most important things, tracking your workout, whiteboard. And this is out of the scope of the MVP actually. So I'm gonna skip the warm-up and stretching and the custom workout generator, and then I'm just gonna focus on the point system. And I think these are in line with the full features of the MVP that I'm gonna try to when I'm gonna try to launch the app. Cool. And I'm just gonna use this text for now and see how would it work. Yes. Say you earn points for logging workouts and PRs and engaging with your friends. I would say. Yes. Okay, I think this looks pretty solid so far. The other way around. Rock and roll. Cool. So now we have the features ready, and now we would have a footer here. And for the footer, I'll just copy this piece here. So for the footer, probably going to add some sort of logo here. And then let's say the logo can be a green, and we can actually write it that it's a logo. So we know, and we can put the logo up here as well. Let's say the logo, and then try to look some of the other things that normally they appear on a footer. Larger websites, they contain sitemaps, but because this website is going to have 4 or 5 pages, it's not going to be that important. What I generally like to add here is the privacy policy and terms of use. All right, so these are GDPR components that we're going to have to put here, and we're going to talk about this at a later point in time. So what else should I put? Would I put something else? That's it for now. So this is how I would go about in sort of formalize a wireframe and then try to add some of the information that we're going to have on a page as well. Hope it makes sense. And then if you have questions, you're always more than welcome to reach out to me. See you guys.